After 4 weeks, the Jacksonville Jaguars are 3-1, and the main reason is their tenacious defense. Anthony Campanelli's unit was a force to be reckoned with Sunday against the San Francisco 49ers, as Jacksonville's defensive line dominated the line of scrimmage to suffocate the run, and its hard-hitting secondary made the Niners pass catchers a little bit wary all afternoon. The combination of these two aspects created several mistakes. The Jags defense forced 4 turnovers, including 2 interceptions and a game-ending strip sack on Brock Purdy. And this brings their season total to 13 turnovers in just 4 games. And this currently leads the NFL. And this is on the heels of finishing last year with just 9 total turnovers forced across 17 games. In terms of DVOA, the Jags defense ranks 3rd in the NFL, but when you factor in EPA, the Jags are in 2nd. Devin Lloyd is playing like an all-pro linebacker, playing sideline to sideline, finishing with 2 interceptions off of Brock Purdy. Former 49ers defensive lineman Eric Armstead came up huge with a strip sack on Brock, essentially ending the game. The Jags defense did their part to limit the damage from Christian McCaffrey, who was held to just 42 yards rushing, and forced Kyle Shanahan to get creative in his play calling. Jacksonville, who feasted off of turnovers all season long, made the 49ers pay as they scored 17 points off of their turnovers, including a long Travis Etienne touchdown run for their first score of the game. Travis Hunter is slowly getting more and more involved in the Jags offense, as he had a career-long 28-yard reception on 3rd and 15. Jacksonville's special teams unit is also coming up big, as Bashal Tutton had a long kickoff return, and this gave the Jags a chance to steal 3 points before halftime. Couple that with Parker Washington scoring from 47 yards out on a punt return really helped the Jags get some space after the 49ers scored a touchdown to cut it to 3. Things don't get much easier for the Jags, but it does seem that Liam Cohen's squad is off to a hot start. But we will see what happens in the next few weeks, as they do play the Kansas City Chiefs on Monday night, and later on they do play the Los Angeles Rams. The 49ers suffered from self-inflicted wounds all afternoon. After surviving 2 weeks without Brock Purdy, Mac Jones did a solid job picking up wins against the New Orleans Saints and Arizona Cardinals, and they did play fairly clean football along the way. But this changed real quick after a few punches to the gut against the Jaguars. Like I said earlier, there was a few turnovers that the Jags generated, and that they converted into 17 points. As a team, the 49ers struggled to run the rock consistently, as they were restricted to just 3.5 yards a carry, as Christian McCaffrey was far more effective in the passing game, finishing the day with over 140 scrimmage yards. The turnovers proved to be too much to overcome. When you couple that with the 2 miscues on special teams, leading to 10 points for the Jacksonville Jaguars, this is just the latest ding against Kyle Shanahan and his lack of attention to special teams. It's been a long documented history that Kyle Shanahan doesn't pay much attention to special teams, and that has earned him throughout his entire 49ers tenure. We've seen that with Jake Moody missing kick after kick, and them having special teams miscues resulting in strings of losses throughout his entire tenure as 49ers head coach. And these 2 special team gaffes, which was a long kickoff return and a punt return for a touchdown, are the latest offenses that we've seen from special teams under Kyle Shanahan. To make matters worse, the 49ers were hit with a slew of injuries, as now both starting receivers, Ricky Pearsall and Juan Jennings, along with Brock Purdy, will not be able to make the quick turnaround for Thursday Night Football against the Los Angeles Rams. And that's a pivotal matchup where you're going to need your guys to be ready to go. And unfortunately now this is going to be Brock Purdy's 3rd missed game, that as he's been dealing with a turf toe injury to start the year. in week 1. Mac Jones will once again have to be the starter coming off of a short week, and he's going to be without his top 2 receivers and George Kittle, who is currently on IR. And despite the 3-0 start, the 49ers appear once again to be ravaged by injuries across the roster.